Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Yasmincoin's price chart, and unfortunately what we talked about has played out, and I really missed the times when we were, for example, right around these areas and we were talking about having an impulse on the upside, and all the bullish things that we were saying were absolutely playing out nicely. I really miss those times, but right now we are just constantly getting moves on the downside. However, there is, in my view at least, a bit of a silver lining in here, and it's not really all gloomy and doomy. Now, here is the situation. If you remember, the last time that we talked about Yasmincoin, we were right around, I think, these areas, and the idea was that, sure, maybe you are able to argue that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 up, suggesting the lowest end. But you need to be a bit patient and also careful, since we are having in here kind of a strong move down. And we said, look, odds are we are going to have at least a bit of a pullback. And I need you at that point to pay full attention to the shape of that pullback, because that is going to determine what might be next in Yasmincoin. And we said, according to our primary case, odds are the coming move up is going to be very slow and choppy, meaning it's actually a correction structure. And as you can see, we absolutely got a slow move up, and I think, yes, we can safely assume that this was a beautiful ABC zigzag. And well, what happened? What we talked about, a huge move on the downside. Now, this is the result of playing with a support level way too many times. And if I just do this, okay, how many times did we touch this level? Let's just have a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's say 8, 9 times we are touching this region, and every single time we are getting a reaction from it. And since prior to these phases on the downside, we were above this level. From my POV, this was a support area, and well, as you can see, we touched it way too many times, meaning what? Yep, it got just simply weaker and weaker, and finally we got our breakdown. And we specifically, I believe, said the moment that we confirm that this level is broken, at that point, next target is going to be all the way down here around the next important support between 1.1.5 to about 1.2 cents. And if I just zoom on more, as you can see, we absolutely pinpoint nailed this support area. But the question is, can we argue, you know what, in Yasmincoin, great news, we have hit our final low? That actually depends, and I think the current structures that we are having in Yasmincoin is like just a bit more clear than the ones that we are having in a lot of other altcoins. You see, if you want to say that, I don't know, let's say we're going to have our final low around this area, maybe this is like a very important support, then okay, you have to be able to find off of the lowest low a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this specific pattern is called an impulse. Rules for it are, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of wave, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave, and at the same time, in most cases, it's actually the biggest wave, but that right there is not necessarily a guarantee. For example, you can have a structure wherein it our wave 1 is actually the biggest wave, and then wave 2 good move up into wave 3 correction for 4, and wave 5 is going to end up being the smallest wave, meaning what? Yep, this absolutely can be an impulsive movement, since wave 3 in it is not the smallest wave, and as you can see, nor this thing right in here, at least in this example, is the biggest wave. The point is, a lot of people are saying that in an impulse, wave 3 must be the biggest wave. Not really. It should not be, on the other hand, the smallest wave. And finally, in terms of the sub waves, you know it. 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. There we go. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different patterns. Let's say, yes, sure. An A, B, C, D, E, a triangle into 4, and a WXY into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is going on from the lowest low, and maybe it's best to go on 15-minute time frame. Okay, so here is what's going on in my mind. I do think that there's like a slight chance we may see yet another move on the upside in order to possibly complete the subwaves for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I also believe that this specific bounce right in here, when you go, for example, on like 5 minute or even M1, it does seem like an impulse. So far, you are having only at best 2 sets of 5 waves up, meaning If you want to be bullish, then okay, you have to say this is 1, this is 2, decent move up into wave 3. And what is going to happen next if you want to be optimistic? Yep, you guessed that right. Consolidation pattern into wave 4, followed by at least yet another decent move up into wave 5. So in Yasmy, if you want to say the low is end, then okay, you have to see a continuation of this phase, pull back, and then another move on the upside. If we see this, you know what, fair enough, great sign. On the other hand, there's actually a chance that we are just having the subwaves for an ABC zigzag. And in terms of the subwaves itself, 5 up into a correction for wave B, let's say ABC, and yet another 5 wave on the upside into our C leg. And since in here we are having 2 sets of 5 waves up, well, okay, we can say, look, this is just an ABC, and pay attention to this very important point. This thing is going to get confirmed if we get a move down in Yasmy, either from the current point or maybe like just a bit higher, doesn't really matter. In order to take this important low down here about 1.2.5 cents. If we do this at that point, I think this ABC is going to get confirmed, meaning what? Our move down is going to continue, and in it, we are going to take the lows about 1.2 cents, but you know, we may end up going just a bit lower than that. I don't know, maybe like having a 5 to 10% move on the downside is not really going to be that surprising at that point at all. Now, question, which one of these counts is my primary case? Unfortunately, I'm not really sure I have the best news for you, because I really like this ABC zigzag a bit more as opposed to that 5 wave up that we talked about earlier. And I got 2 very important reasons for it. Number 1, let's be really generous, and let's say that from the highs, this is 5 wave down into a correction for wave B and another move down into our C leg. In that case, inside of our wave C, we just talked about it earlier, we need to be able to find a 5 down, right? Well, here's the situation. I believe you can say this is 1, this is 2, this is wave 3. Question, where is our wave 4 and 5? Answer, we do not have that one yet. So how about this? Maybe this is ABC zigzag for 4, and what's next? Yup, another move down into wave 5. This, my friends, is reason number 1 for why I think we may see some more downward price action in Yasmy, and it's not really overall going to hurt the bullish case at all, but you know, it's sure as hell going to be annoying in the short term. Now, what is the other reason for being maybe a bit pessimistic? You see, when we got this bounce, this actually happened in literally minutes, and as a result of it, even when you check out 15-minute chart, you realize that we do have kind of a big shadow, and I'm willing to say around the shadow in here, we do have some beautiful gaps, and in my view, gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. So this is yet another reason to say, you know what, after this corrective phase on the upside is over, we may see some more downward price action in Yasmy in order to clear the gaps and maybe go like just a bit lower. But I want to be very clear, right now at least, I'm not seeing a lot of signs suggesting that we are going to get a break of this very important level, which the lower band of it is about 1.1 cents. So I'm definitely not going to go that far. However, in the short term, seems like that we may see another move down. And do you remember earlier in the video, I said there might be a bit of a silver lining in here. Okay, what is that? You see, I don't really think that we are going to break this level, and here is why. Let's actually go first on weekly time frame, zoom in more and check out some indicators. Okay, what do you have? So in MACD, as you can see, this buy signal is still holding, which in my view can be a great sign. And if it's just going to hold, let's say for another 2-3 weeks, at that point, I think this is going to do the job and send us up big time. And what is happening in terms of a stock RSI? Let's just bring it up real quick. There we go. Okay, so in a stock RSI, we are having a sell signal, which is really not that ideal. So what should we do? Well, if you just want to go according to weekly chart and you don't really care about the short-term price action, I would like to suggest just be a bit patient and wait and see buy signals in these 2 indicators at the same time. And at that point, you are able to be bullish with like much more confidence. Now, the main point I think is on daily time frame, because what do you have? Sell signals in these 2 indicators at the same time suggesting what? You know what? Maybe we are going to have another move down. But that's not really the key. You see, let's just actually delete a stock RSI. What do we have in here? This is a low on the live chart. The other one is a lower low. However, what do you have in MACD? This is a low, and I am really hoping that this is going to end up being the higher low. And if I just zoom in more, as you can see, between these two supposedly lows, we have sort of kind of gone up and reached to about the neutral area. So I'm really hoping that this is going to be a beautiful bullish divergence, and here is the potential line for it. And having a bullish divergence on daily time frame, trust me, is kind of a big deal, suggesting since we are at the same time around this very important support, hopefully we are not going to get a break of it. We may very well go down and visit the lows once more, but let's hope that we're not going to get a break of it and instead get a very strong bounce back and start the next major phase of the bull run. Because I do think that, excuse me, let's just do this. This is probably from the lows 5 up into 1 correction for wave 2, and what's next? Good move up into wave 3, 4, 5. And even in this area, as long as we are not taking this low, once more, you are able to say this is yet another 102, this time on a lower degree relative to this 102. And what's next? Again, good move up into wave 3, 4, 5. And here's the deal, in terms of Elliott waves, having a 1-2 setup is insanely bullish. Okay, it's very important to understand that. That's actually the main reason for why in Yasmy I'm a little bit hesitant to be overwhelmingly pessimistic, and also the fact that in here, overall, at least, let's just ignore what happened in the last couple of days. Overall, seems like that we are having from the highs to about the lows kind of a slow move down. When you compare it to this phase on the upside, they all suggest that, you know what, this is a corrective movement. And I know saying this around the lows that we're going to get like an insanely strong move on the upside may not necessarily be that believable, but I think this is most likely going to play out. So for now, overall, I'm going to be bullish as long as I'm not proven otherwise. Having said that, in the short term, let's expect another move down. And the moments that we get something like this in order to take this important low, at that point, this short term, at least bearish scenario is going to get confirmed. But again, let me be very clear. I really have doubts about whether we are going to get a break of this level or not. I think we're just going to have one more retest and then on our way we go up big time. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Yasmy. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the market, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.